to my channel. This is Rajiv Maurya, and today we are going to discuss very interesting and very important new topic, which is division of integer. So today we shall discuss division of integer. Okay, student. So today we shall discuss division of integer. In order to study the division of integer, we should discuss a very little basic of division of whole number. As we know that the division of whole number is reverse of multiplication of integer. Okay, like if 6 multiplied by 7 equal to 42, then 42 divided by 6, which is equal to 7, or 42 divided by 7 is equal to 6. Okay, so here we have to think that when 6 and 7 multiply, then we get the product as 42, and if we divide this product 42 by any number out of them, we get the corresponding other number. So in the second step, we can clearly see that when the product 42 is divided by 6, we have the other corresponding number. Similarly, if we divide the product 42 by 7, we get the 6 as quotient. So it is also obvious for division. So in the division of integer, we can see that when 6 multiplied by minus 7, when 6 multiplied by minus 7, we get the product as minus 42. And now we can see that when 42 minus 42 is divided by 6, we get the result as minus 7, or when minus 42 is divided by minus 7, we get 6. So in the both condition, in the condition of whole number, we can see that the division of whole number is the reverse process of multiplication. Similarly, the same condition also in the term of integer. When two integers multiply to each other, we get the product as 42. And in the next step, when this product minus 42 is divided by the integer 6, we get the result minus 7. Since 42 is the negative integer and 6 is positive integer, therefore its quotient will always negative. But here we can see that the both integer, that is 42 and 7, are negative. Therefore the sign of minus become cancelled out, and as a result we shall get a positive integer. Okay, so this is the basic concept of division of integer. Okay, so from these two conditions we conclude that if the divisor and divided are of same sign, the quotient will be positive. if the divisor and divided having the same sign, then the quotient will always positive. In the second case, we can see that the divided and divisor having the same sign, that is minus, therefore its quotient is positive. But in the first case, the divided and the divisor having different sign, therefore its quotient is negative. Okay, so I hope it is clear to everyone. Now let us see the properties of division of integer. Okay, properties of integer, properties of division of integer. Like properties of multiplication on integer that we have earlier discussed, the same property also possessed by integer in the term of division. So the first is closure property. Closure property. Just suppose that 12 and minus 3 are two integers. Then 12 divided over minus 3 is equal to minus 4. Since 12 and minus 3 are integer and minus 4 is also an integer, therefore we can say that the integers satisfy closure property over the operation of division. Okay, because here we have taken two integers, and when we combine these two integers with the operation of division, we again get the next, that is third number, as integer. Therefore all these three integers belong to the same family. Therefore we can say that integers satisfy closure property under the operation of division. Okay, now the next is commutative property. If we have, let 4 and minus 4 and 2 are any two integers, then minus 4 divided by 2, we get the result as 2. Okay, minus 4 is divided by 2, we get the result as 2. But if we change the order of these two numbers, means if we convert the divided 4 as divisor and divisor 2 as divided, then we have 2 divided by minus 4, and here we get the result, or it may be also written as 2 upon minus 4, and this will be equal to minus 1 by 2. Okay, so in the first case and in the second case, we can see that both are unequal, but the commutative property says that the result will be same if we change the order of the number. But here nothing like that. So we can say that commutative property does not hold good in the case of operation of division. Okay, therefore commutative property does not satisfy by the integer in the case of operation of division. Similarly, associative property also does not hold in the case of division with the operation of division. So here we can see that the associative property. For this, let us consider 4 minus 2 and minus 1 are any three integer. Then here we get 4 divided by minus 2 divided by minus 1. So first of all we shall solve this, and in the next we can write this number 4 divided by minus 2 divided by minus 1. And now let's see, when we solve we get 4 divided by minus and minus cancelled out, and here we get only 2, and here we get, when we solve we get minus 2 divided by minus 1. Okay, so here we get 4 divided by 2 is equal to minus 2 divided by minus 1, and here we get 2 to the 4 is equal to minus and minus cancelled out, and here we get 2 1 the 2. In few cases, the operation of division satisfy associative property, but most of the cases it also does not hold. Okay, if we change these number, then we can easily see that the associative property cannot be holds good. So now let us see the another examples. Now let us consider minus 12, 6 and minus 3, and we can write minus 12 divided by 6 divided by minus 3, and this will be also written as minus 12 divided by 6 divided by minus 3 divided by minus 3. So first let's see this. So here we get minus 12 divided by, when we divide 6 by 3 we get minus 2, 3 to the 6, and here we get minus 12 divided by minus 2, and this will be equal to 6. 2 6 the 12, and minus cancelled out. In the next right hand side we get 6 to the 12, so here we get minus 2 which is divided by minus 3, and here we get minus 2 divided by minus 3, minus and minus cancelled out, and here we get 2 by 3. So we can say that left hand side does not equal to right hand side, which shows that associative property over division does not satisfied by integers. Okay student, now let us see the zero property. So let us see the zero property. Now let's see what is the zero property. zero property. What is the zero property? Since we know that, as we have discussed in the rational number, the divisor, that is the numerator, if a upon b is a rational number, then b does not equal to 0. Therefore, when 0 divided by any non-zero integer, we get 0 as a quotient every time. So here, if a is any non-zero integers, then 0 divided by a is equal to 0. Okay, so zero property is when 0 is divided by a non-zero integer, we get always the quotient as 0. Here, the positive sign and negative sign does not matter in any case. If we divide 0 by any positive or negative integer, we always get the result as 0. Okay, student? So I hope everything is clear. If you have any doubt, then mention your comment in the comment box. I will clear in the next video. We shall meet in the next video with new question. Till then, goodbye.